Hello and welcome to another stream. It's yeah, it's been a couple hours. Um losing my voice a little bit now. Oh, I guess we can't play online at the moment. I guess that's down. We're on BeamNG again. Haven't even set my wheel up. I was just gonna actually do some flying if my mods are gonna work, but I don't think they will, seeing that wasn't loading. So I'm gonna stick my wheel back on my desk. Um, We're loading the runway anyway, just in case they are. Um, need some people in the chat today. Yesterday we didn't have any, and we ended up. I actually ended up just not really talking a lot and just letting the stream speak for itself. But you know, going to be more interactive today. Going to be a long stream. Long stream. Looking to hit the original stream lengths of when we used to stream for good 3 hours. So that's going to be fun. There's also a loud noise outside at the moment. Really going to annoy me if that continues. Well, the the game appears to have just crashed again. I think we're still streaming though. I think it didn't crash the stream this time. I'll double check in a second. Or I'll double check now. Let's hope that it relaunches. Here we go. It should be relaunching now. Just check this. Check my channel. Yeah, it's still. Just check this. Yeah, right, we're still up and running. It's still going. That was a strange crash. Maybe we'll pick a slightly less intense map. I think there's something slightly wrong with the way that it loads BeamNG maps at the moment, because they've upped the loading speeds, but yeah, everybody's computer appears to get very sluggish towards the end when it tries to load in textures. And I think it might be just an issue. Here we go. Let's pray that it's going to load. And we're in. Definitely. Hang on 1 second. Let me just stick the shifter on the desk. Forgot about that. Right then. Oh no, mods are. Ooh, some of them are working. Some of them aren't. Oh well. Right. We'll try and stick in relatively default vehicles then. So that it doesn't crash. Get in first person. Oh my! It's crashed again. So I'm just double checking that. Yeah, the chat is working on that other screen. That is perfect. Oh. Right. Ha. Now. Right, I'm going to clear out some stuff that is loaded in my background then. Whilst I'm here, make sure I don't close OBS. Because it should still be still running the stream. Yep. it's yeah, it's frozen. That's fun. I'll launch it through the BeamNG launcher instead and see if it can bypass Steam, because that might give us a bit more RAM. I'm not sure. It just says it said it was running out of video memory first, and now it's running out of RAM. So I'm not quite sure what's going on here. But maybe we can play multiplayer now, because I can load into somebody else's server. So if we load into Italy 2, there should be no one's in here at the moment. It says, which will be good. Oh, 50% off groceries. Thanks, Uber Eats. Really, really useful. Wonderful picture there of the BeamNG.Drive cinematic soft body dynamics. Sorry. Do love a bit of soft body dynamics, and yeah, when loading in, so this is like now it's loading the road textures. You won't be able to see this because the game has actually completely frozen, but it's still working away in the background, trying to do something, trying to load them hopefully. Um, the moment I'm feeling hydrated and energized thanks to my Monster Energy. Well, Mega Monster Energy I've got next to me. It's very nice. Recommend. Don't have too many though, otherwise you'll end up with heart problems. And it's frozen again. We were unable to. BeamNG has attempted to use more memory than is available for use. 4 megabytes were requested. A temporary issue. Close all programs. Do not use mods. Oh. Install physical RAM or increase your video memory limit. I don't understand that. Why is it doing this to me? Hmm. What's using all of my graphics? Right. Well, seeing that this is now just a podcast at the moment, everybody keep listening along. We'll try and solve some of the many issues that comes about with this game. I don't quite know. I mean, I can't close the Logitech gaming framework because that would completely freeze the wheel. Nothing's using a hideous amount of memory. I mean, it's meant to be. Oh, it's verifying installation. I mean, we'll see. I'll keep that loaded. I'll keep it bearing in mind. Maybe it's certain. Maybe it could be that it's got this new mod attached to it. To be fair, I mean there you go. It's now the mod has just not loaded with it, so it should now be back to default. I mean, Piked Peaked Gravel. That's a map. I don't know though, as because the street map. I'm so confused. My my live chat has died on the other screen. See if we can kick it back into action. Nope. Hmm. That is confusing. Right, let's see if I can reopen it now. There we go. Right, it's working again now. Double check it's up to date. Yep, it's up to date. The game's loaded. Doesn't appear to have crashed yet. Um, we'll use the 1 litre off-roader because this is as low powered as it's gonna get for this course. Whack it in first person. Apparently stall the engine and rocket off the line like there's no tomorrow. Here we go. It's working. Right, so now it's basically like we're starting again. Welcome to BeamNG, welcome to the stream. If you've got anything to say, put it in the chat. I'm just going to be driving up Pike Peak all morning, apparently, because nothing else will load. George might be joining me shortly. On his side, he might be streaming on Twitch, so go and click on the banner and go and follow George on Twitch, and same with Max. Max isn't here. Max is working. You know, do all that. But yeah, at the moment I'm just gonna keep driving. At the moment I'm gonna have an accident. Apparently, that was a horrific crash. It's just eaten the front of the car. Do you know what though? I think you might just have bit of intrusion into the footwell, and the doors slightly fallen off. Maybe you wouldn't have survived. Oh, it's back for a reset here. Should we do a second gear start? There we go. Solid second gear start there from the this is the tog rack, I think. It's a good little car. It's very slow because I made the 1 litre mod for 1 litre. I put the 1 litre engine in it, but it's nice being this speed, especially when you're off-roading, because you've as long as it's got a decent-ish clutch in it, so you can control it on the steeper bits, and it's not got a horrific amount of power, but it's not got like too little power. It can do quite a lot still. So I'm coming down with a cold as well, I think. I'm sounding very nasally. I listened to the stream yesterday, back to myself this morning, and God, I sound ill in it. Oh God! Oh, that's not gone well. Oh, that's really not gone well. I've ruined the car. Like, you'd think that it probably would be drivable, but sadly not. That's upsetting. That's me and my poor driving right there. So good job I'm not doing my test anytime soon. No, I actually am though. I'm doing it quite soon, which is quite sad. Especially with a huge accident like that. Right, have a quick drinks. Make sure I don't lose my voice. There we go. Back on it. Back to the driving. See, I think at some point me, Max, and Sam. So Max, you know, if you've watched the streams before in the past, Sam, who maybe you would have seen in a video or two. I don't know. Sam was in quite a lot of the Horizon 3 videos, really back in the day, along with Josh. But on BeamNG, now with the multiplayer and stuff, I think we'll probably do a drunk driving video on it, and we'll probably all just get drunk and drive around. That would be an interesting stream. I think it would be quite funny and quite good. Lot of noise outside now. I will shut my windows soon, but this game is it's quite intensive, as you've already seen from the 2 crashes that we've had today and the one yesterday. It eats computers for breakfast. So at the moment it's quite hot. We're about I think we're about 70 degrees, and the nice cold air through the window is not helping my cold, but it is helping the performance of the computer, especially when streaming. It's usually a lot better than this, but you know, ho hum. Let's get on with it. So I chopped Peter's arm off and ate it in a salad. No, if you didn't know, that was a Lil Britain quote, but never mind. I'm literally just whittering on now. Please, somebody put something in the chat. Please, I need help. Or George, if you hear this, I need you. Be quick. Oh, my traction control seems to have my traction control is eating my speed. I'm going to turn my traction control off. There we go. "46 miles an hour here. Wow, I've been faster on a train. It's not a particularly speedy car. Come on, Tograk. Come on, you beautiful 1 litre engine. Take it around the corner nicely. Still staying at 40. I don't know whether I should take it down a gear or not. Probably not. Here we go. Slide it through that. Oh, I've got damage. I've broken the induction system. That means that my car's going to have no idea how much power to produce, which means it's going to give up soon. Come on. More power. If I get intake damage, then we'll also be even more screwed. Then it will just slowly stutter to a halt, and that will be upsetting. Ooh, ooh! Big bounce up there. Then that was a hideously wide corner. Come on, come on, Tograk. You got more power than this. Unleash that 1 litre engine. I should probably put a turbo in it, or a supercharger. It just needs that little bit at the end of the gear, you know. I'm going up these hills, like this is more a rally occasion, and it's just not good at that. I mean, off-roaders aren't meant to be, but it just doesn't have the power. The D series, that's good. The Roma, I've got a Roma. I used it yesterday. That one, that is just an off-roader. It's got bits from the fully off-road one on it. It's also got a 6-cylinder inline 6 in it. 3 point something litre, I don't know, something like that. Petrol. That's slow in comparison to all the other ones, but that car is very good at off-roading because it's such high torque in low range. It's good in low range. It can do some good power in low range if you're driving it on the road. High range, you get to about third and it gives up a bit. It does about 65. But at the moment, this isn't really doing any better, and this should be doing better, really. We're not even on the steep hills yet, and it's struggling a lot. Don't go in the ditch. It's in the ditch. Oh, come on! Come on, third gear. Gear down. Here we go. And we're still flooring it. Powerful, powerful car, this. Handbrake. Now you see, the handbrake didn't work as well as I thought it would, but we can go over the middle bit. Steering's quite loose, is what I'd use. You sort of steer in a direction off-road and it sort of loosely gets you where you want to go. There's a lot of steering involved in this. Textures are broken there. They've been broken for a while. That's oh, we got fourth gear and then it went into a corner. Oh. Here we go, gear down, gear down. Wide corner, very wide there. Wasn't going to use the brakes because I wanted to keep as much power as possible, but that was maybe a mistake. Ramming it into third now, trying to get as much speed as I can before the uphill section in a minute. 50. We might get to 55 if we're lucky. Nope, 54 will do. Here we go. This is a slightly heavier uphill bit now. Although it doesn't appear to be threatening the engine. It's still getting to 50, 51 there. Reaching 52 now. Is it 53? Coming up the corner, 54. Will it get to 55? No, it won't. I think the top speed of this engine looks like uphill it's going to be 54. Looks like 54. Unless we can... in a minute, there's a slight downhill section actually, which we might get to 70 in. Maybe. It might be a bit of a risk getting to 70, but, you know. Especially with the lack of steering that we've got. Flat out in third again. I've not taken my foot off the accelerator particularly during this. It stayed pretty hard onto the floor. Turning in, slightly cut the corner there. Gear down, brakes applied. First gear on there. Here we go, and this is the one good thing of having an off-roader. This bit, this corner, which I hate. There we go. Slightly cut there. Only slightly. No need to get the steward's inquiry involved. Didn't happen. Nobody saw it. And here we go. Quick whiz round left. Full power for the 1 litre. It's really slow. This I might do a rerun after this with the turbo version. Turbo versions are just much nicer. It might not be a turbo that I can put in this actually. It might be a supercharger, but either or. Got to 50 there. Right, back down into second. Back into first. Round the corner. Second gear. Get right to the limiter. Right to the limiter there. 41 miles an hour in second there. That is a solid speed. Lighter corner here. Taking it wide. Very wide actually. Maybe a bit too wide. Doesn't matter though. We stayed in second. We committed. And then back into second again. Tap of brakes. Back to 19 miles an hour, but We're going to leave it there because we've got better acceleration in second, already up to 35 miles an hour. 40, 42 in third there, again, going down a bit there around that corner. Back down to 40, 41, 42. Will we get to 45 by the end of here? I think we will do. Maybe even higher, maybe even touching 50. Nearly 47 we got to. Tap of brakes again, back into first. Second. Third. Dab of handbrake. First gear, flick it round, slightly riding over the central bit there. Second gear again, and this is the slightly lighter bit now where we might see a bit more speed. The steering is now a little bit out. So there we go, we got 60. Fourth gear. 65. So using all of the track there, making sure we take the nice lines in the middle. 75, might even hit 80 at the bottom here. 80, and I'm going to apply some brakes for the corner. Don't want to hit that too harshly, otherwise I will fly up the edge. Doesn't matter anyway, because I nearly did. Keep my foot hard in third. Doing 50 still. 51. It's still accelerating just about. We're getting there now. It's going to be quite a tricky one. It's getting up the hill that's the hard bit. Here we go. Back onto the slightly flatter bit now. Fourth gear, cutting the side there, using that to guide me around the corner without losing as much speed as possible. Still at 60, still accelerating in fourth gear. Dab of brakes, back into third after the round the corner. Back up to 60, get to 63, and then change into fourth again. Another corner, not really accelerating around there. Back onto it, flooring it now, full power. Long corner, getting to 70, losing speed now, 68, 60, 67, 66, dropping it down to third, dropping it down to second. Lots of noises around that corner, not a lot of action actually. It was just a noise from the engine. It sounds a lot more powerful than it actually is as well, this engine. I think it's because it's a little buzzy 1 litre with a gearbox from a 2.3 in it, or 2.4 litre I think it is. And yeah, the 1 litre, I think it's a mod, I'm not sure. It's been a long time since I made this. It might be a diesel actually as well. It sounds like a diesel, but I don't know. It might just be the noise of this hideous engine. Good at off-roading, not good at rallying. That's what we've learned today. It's really struggling now. Not even at 50. It just touching 50. It's still flat to the floor. There's not much more that this engine will give. I don't think it's got much more power up this hill. 53. Slight corner. 54. 53 again. 52. Yeah, losing speed now. 2 wheels there. Back down to 50. 49. 50. So it's very 50 based, this this car. I would say race, but there's nothing to race against. This is just a sad failure of a drive. I mean, second gear, back end of second gear, about 5,500 to 6,000 RPM. It's got a little bit more. It feels like it's just that little bit. Rah! Wants to just push, but yeah, it's not quite. It's not quite there. I mean, it's. It might. Over rev risk, but it doesn't matter. because we've made it. We've made it to the top. And that's the end of that. How does it look at the end? Let's whack it in neutral. Well, there's nothing physically wrong with the car. I mean, this tracking is slightly out now, though, I've noticed, because from driving it. But yeah, nothing particularly wrong with it. Right, I'm not going to go down, because down is much worse. But what we'll do is we'll do a little tuning. It's got a 1 litre 3-cylinder in it with a stock turbo. Right. We'll add a different engine management system. We'll delete the speed limiter, which doesn't make much difference. We'll add the tuned exhaust to it. We've got a 6-speed manual in it at the moment. We'll put the ultralight flywheel. Limited slip diff on the back. We'll delete the engine management system. Who needs that? That's fine. What other engines do we have actually? So we've got. We could go for a 1.3 diesel. I assume that'll produce about the same power, but we might be able to put a turbo in that. So if we can fit a turbo in that, that'd probably be better. All right. Let's do that. Change the. Where's the fuel tank? Fuel tank. Gasoline. Diesel. It's not gasoline, it's petrol, but you know. Oh, you can hear that. Hear that awful, awful diesel engine now. We've only got a turbocharger in this one, but never mind. We've got slightly better. We'll put the sports exhaust on it instead this time. Here we go. What other transmissions have we got? Oh, we've got a dual clutch 7-speed, manual diesel 6-speed, i3. Here we go. We'll put the smaller gearbox in it. That might help. We'll put flush rails on the top so that it doesn't have as much drag. What can we put on? Can we remove? Oh, here we go. We got. We'll lower the suspension a bit. Put sports stuff on it. We'll put the race rear shocks on it. Here we go. Right, I think that should be about done. Right, so we've got not a lot of revability here. It's only revs to 5,000, which is probably fair enough, even though the rev limiter still says 7,000. But never mind, we've got that. Right, let's go. And it's already off to a flying start. Here we go. Already hitting massive speeds of 64. Maybe even 70 around it. Yes, 70. Wow, it found some extra speed there, and already into 5th. I mean, I know this is a smaller ratioed gearbox, but jeepers, it's faster than the other one. Only 300cc faster as well. I'm gonna have an accident. There we go. We didn't. We managed to whiz it around the corner there, not over the kitchen, like Philip Schofield said. Here we go. Another corner coming up. Losing a bit of speed now. It's making a more diesely noise. That kind of angry noise. I'm off again slightly. Don't hit the rock. There we go. We missed the rock. A little bit of damage to the front left, but it's all right. Changing into 4th. Whip it round that corner. Trying to cut it so we get a bit more help round it. Hard right there. We've got a left coming up. Not very tight left. Still left in it. Oh, and then we've got a right-hander. Bit of braking, drop it to third. Bit of a drift, four-wheel drift there for the four-wheel drive. Back on the power though. Fourth gear, little bit of a flick there over the top. Oh, we've gone off. Oh, we've hit the rock. I think we might be all right though. We've got a bit of a steamy bonnet, but it's only the radiator, and being a beautiful car that it is, I think we might be all right if we just check the engine temperature. It doesn't seem to be rocketing up yet. As long as we take it slightly easier now, it might be survivable. Lean it round these corners. I'm not losing much power yet from the broken radiator, which is good. It is sounding slightly different, maybe, possibly. It's sounding a little bit darker, more weird. Losing lots of visibility now. I might have to change into the external view if we're going to carry on with this. Full power is it isn't great. Fourth gear, we've got high temperature now in the old engine bay. Coolant's overheating. We'll keep driving until the engine fully decides that it's going to give up. It might be all right. You know, I know we're going uphill, and uphill's harder on the car anyway, but I could knock it back into sixth and coast for. Oh! That was bad. Oh, the noises of a diesel. Oh, in fact, we've run out of oil as well. It's saying, or the oil's overheating, and the dashboard. We've got temperature issues going on there. It's struggling now. The oil's overheated. Right, you know what? It can't hold. We've got head gasket damage now. Right, third gear, full power. Here we go. The final hurrah. We might want to put a better. It's losing a lot of speed. Might want to put another different radiator in it. Oh. And that's it. There's nothing. Oh gosh, I've got hiccups now. There's nothing else that the engine can give. Well, do you know what? I think it's time to build a new car. We'll stick. We'll stick with the design of the. Well, one of the many Vivaces that we've got, or the Muse, or the Tograk. They've got some wonderful names. We could go for the just the 1. Is it a 1.6? The 1.6 4-cylinder. We could do that, or we could. Do you know what? Yeah, we will. We'll go for that, and we're gonna add higher suspension to it. So here we go. Go into settings, into the body. So 1.6. So we'll put in a 1.23 cylinder. I don't want to give it nitrous, but we'll give it a racing long block. We'll give it ultra heavy duty mounts. We'll give it a race turbocharger. It sounds like it's dying, if I'm honest. Give it race oil pan, crunch. Stage 1 ECU. We'll give it a race exhaust. That sounds much better. We'll give it an all-wheel drive transfer case. We'll give it the tog rack rear suspension and front suspension. We'll make sure that the rear suspension has a drive shaft differential, limited slip. Here we go. Right, now this is where this car should fly. Yeah, makes all the right noises. Right, let's go. Oh yeah, it's definitely it feel. Ooh, the rear wants to. The rear does want to drive away from the front of the car, which is slightly concerning. Ooh, quite horrifically actually. I think the ratios are slightly wrong for the all-wheel drive system. Ooh, that was a nice noise though. That it. Yeah, it makes nice noises. Not a lot of power. Right, maybe we should remove the all-wheel drive system. Maybe that was a bad move from me. Or we could replace... Maybe just put an open diff. Maybe that would be easier. Yeah, we'll leave the open diff. Turn off all driving assists and safety equipment. That'll do the trick. There we go. That was an interesting start. Not very fast acceleration, but it feels very quick. It makes a nice noise as well when you come off the power. Oh, bit of a bounce there. Another bounce. We're gonna have an accident actually. Oh yeah, we've had a slight accident there. Oh, I think it might be the end of that car if I'm honest. Yeah. Oh, oops, I didn't mean to do that if I'm honest. That just sounds broken, that bit. Here we go, there's a lot more power definitely now. I like the external view as well, I like being able to see what's going on. Drop a gear, down on the brakes, bit of a drift around the corner there, drop it into third. That was a nice-ish corner. Back into front view, bit of another drift around there. A lot of pops and bangs coming from the exhaust, it's quite nice to be honest, you know, ooh, bit of a roar there. And I've hit the bloody rock. Oh, I've gone over. Oh, oh, it's the nose is looking a bit sore. Oh, and I think that, yeah, the wheels had an accident. Oh dear. Right, well, do you know what I'm going to do first, before I do anything? I'm going to save this as 1.2 litre i3 Viv. Save. Here we go. And we'll load it. Make sure it's been added to... Yes, it has done. Right, we'll change map, I think. I hope it doesn't crash, because that would be a shame. But I really do want to go on Small Island with this, because I think this would be a perfect car for it. It would definitely add another layer to the whole situation. Really, it'd be very useful. It's working. I can hear the fans on my computer. They have ramped up a little bit. No concern as of yet. Here we go then. This is the kind of place that I thought this car would be good at. Popping over little hills like that, little crests, flicking it round corners. Maybe not quite like that. Oh, I think I'm in the sea. Yeah, I'm in the sea. Oh, that was a bad accident. But it's exactly how I want to play it. Snappy gear changes like that there, flicking it round. Lots of little bits of power. Turn it in. Little bounce, flick. Ooh, I'm on the beach actually. I've. Oh, come on. Oh. Does it? Why is the all-wheel drive system not working? That's concerning actually. A little bit. Did I not add it back to the transmission? No, I did. Rally all-wheel drive system then. Differential. Rear half shafts, yeah, they're there. There we go, it's working now. Is the rear actually trying to go faster? Am I just completely mad, or am I doing something wrong? I can't quite understand. Am I put it on that one then? Front. That's all the front differential then, or do I have to do that in the engine one? Oh no, you see that one is that one, right? That means they should go at the same speed. Yeah, that's better. Now it's a little proper little buzzy rally car. We've got it. There. We shake it about now. It's not going to go anywhere. Oh, I say that. It might go off here. No, it won't. Yeah, it will. No, it won't. Oh, it's fine. Look at that. It's still perfect. Nothing wrong with it. See, we can even pop down here for a chat. Oh, oh, the engine locked up. That's a, yeah, that was a catastrophic accident there. I can imagine this car being dreadful with no turbo, because if you look at it, oh, whoops! If I turn the handbrake off and then listen, there's no power. If I it's all turbo pressure that it relies on. It just relies on that pressure. In fact, if I reset this one, because I've got it saved, and I take the turbo out of the engine, how dreadful actually is it? Racing turbo. If I stock intake, you see I'm stuck. Maybe it's just that turbo that gives it no power at the beginning, because it still seems to have a little bit of an oomph to it. I mean, like, it was enough to get air on that there. Give it a reset there. Here we go. Do some prop. See how much it can handle. Can you handle the heat? Only certain people will get that reference. Now you see, I tried to just drop it there, and it's got no power. Right, let's see what else we can do then to it. I want to keep the 1.3, but can we? So the stock intake. What was if we put the stock turbo on it? Wait, in fact, what was if we start it in? Yeah, that the stock, that one's better. It's got more default power still. And you can just ooh. Lots of damage now. Right. Oh, I've rolled. Yes, Sam. Yes, I've just seen. Yeah, Nettle Bear. Yeah. Well said. That was the reference from before. It sounds better though, this car, and it's actually got a little bit of a buzzy sense to it. You kind of want to drive it now. It's got awful handling and it bounces all over the place because of the because of the tog rack suspension, and it has a tendency to do that and quite severely just roll over. But we can flip it back over like that. Get back on the off-road bit. Here we go. Oh, using all of my arm there to turn all the way. Floor it. You're on your dinner break and you've decided to watch me. Is that sad or what? Oh god! Huge bounces there. See, Sam's joining us at the moment. He's there. Oh, I've completely rolled it. It's nice to see somebody in the chat though, to be honest. It's been very lonely. I do enjoy this game. It's just adding to my hours. I really want to get to 1,000 hours in this game, because that would be awful. What is your opinion on the sounding of the car, Sam? From the low rev. To the high. It sounds different. Oh, well, I wouldn't. I'd choose this rather than just crying into a carbonara, if I'm honest. It's much better than that. J-turn. Oh, it doesn't do J-turns very well. No, it's a petrol. A 1.23 cylinder petrol. I do have there is a diesel one that I can do, but it's got no power. I did that up the hill. The diesel one sounds a bit more awful, in other words. Oh. And as you can see, it is not an off-roader. It's not built for... But it does spit flames. Occasionally. And then stall. It sounds a bit horrific. Yeah, it doesn't sound good. Does not. It's not good at anything, actually. It's a nice little buzzy car. You can go round and then crash it, and then get stuck like that is. And then just leave it with the starter motor on, where you kill the engine slowly. It's just not going anywhere, that is it. Nope. Reverse. And now I've pulled off a piece of bodywork, which is going to get stuck in my wheel. Go up the hill. 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 It sounds better without the turbo. The turbo makes it sound like it's from a diesel locomotive. Oh, slide. Slides. Ooh, and handbrake. And power. Second gear there. It's going. It's doing it. See, the Roma did this in a much better fashion, but the Roma's a built off-roader. This is just an off-road suspension on this car, so it's doing quite well. Oh god. Oh, I've gone the... It's a good job it's got a good bash plate on it. Come on, keep going. Back onto the road. Path wrote the thing. Go on. See, even a Tograch couldn't do that. That's just because... Ooh. Just because I've got engine damage now. No, just because I'm a genius. And a brilliant driver. Back onto the beach. And drift. It didn't drift. It's looking... Oh, it's looking poorly. Turn. Oh. Missed first gear then. Oh, whoops. Oof. Oh, now you see. Now, my engine's going to become weak and wobbly because I've got engine damage and induction system damage. And that's what it does in the Tograch. Come on! Oh, I did a Darcy bustle, bit of a pirouette. And did Darcy bustle actually do pirouettes? I just use her as an example, but I don't know if she actually did. Lots of misfires now. Oh, it's alright at top end. Oh no, it's not. Apparently not. That was a risk. But I took it and it survived. Just turn, power. Oh, here we go. Ooh, that's a rock. And I'm gonna go up. Oh dear. Go on. Make it up. Oh, my oil is critically low. Hang on, I'm gonna have to drag it out of here. It's stuck. It's gonna start whinging in a second that I'm getting damage to the engine. Oh. Yeah. Oh god. I'm in a ditch. Help it out a little bit. Help it out a little bit more. It's like the song Young, Dumb and Broke. It's all three. It was born yesterday. Well, this morning, and it's dumb and now broken. Ah, No, you see it won't start either now, so I've just literally got to drag it over the rocks and try and get it to start. Go on. Go on. Start. Rocket on the starter motor. Go on. Go on. Go on. There we go. We got it. Low engine oil. Who cares? She still drives! I've lost a steering. Uh-oh, no. My engine locked up and I yanked my gear stick off my desk. Well, that was sad. It's time for a reset though now. Lots of damage was done to that last one. I think we can do the same again though. Gonna have to shut my window in a minute. It's getting quite cold now. Game is running smoothly though. That's a good thing. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah. Just ran over my own bonnet. For a bumper, not bonnet. Rolled. Big roll. I've lost my... yeah, that's my bash plate that I just lost there. Wah! Oh, I've got engine damage. And it's upside down. And my engine's starving of oil. And I need to roll it over. Here we go. Jump. Yeah! Ooh! Jump. Ooh! Oh dear. Oh, it's stalled. See, they should use this in war zones. Look how good it is. It's been driving so far and so horrifically, and it's still doing fine. This is, you know, this will replace the Toyota Hilux in third world countries. This will. A Peugeot. Oof. Who would have thought Peugeot is so reliable? Ooh. I've got no steering. It's going to steer me into the... It's steering me into the sea. Yeah, that's done for. This is a... Yeah, that's a done for car right there. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave that there for a second. I'll be back shortly with the next set. I'm just going to leave it. Hang on. Let's put it in second. Here we go. Give it a bit more speed. See how far it'll go. Actually, what's behind me? Shall I turn it around? I'll turn it round. Here we go. There we go. Right, let's see how far that'll roll. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Or maybe a bit longer, but you know, soon. Sorry about that. Just had some technical business to deal with. I'm sure I watched myself drive into the sea though. Here we go. And we're back though. It's the biggest part. I'm streaming for just under an hour and a quarter now. It's been going well. I think we'll get to an hour and a half and we'll go offline and switch the games up. And I'll probably end up on oh god, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Probably end up on Ark or something like that. That was a small 15-minute break though. We'll go back to life's biggest problems. And then yeah, then we'll be back. But a couple more minutes of driving around first. See what's going on around here. Might Might switch up the cars. We've been driving this car for an almighty time now, so we might go in this. This is a mod. This is the basically it's the Golf, or the Polo, depending on which era you want to call it from. I'm only using 1 foot. That's why my gear changes have now dramatically got worse. But yeah, it's a very nice, it's a nicely crafted mod. This. It's been properly done. The engines, you can tell that this is an old diesel because it's got that. It's got the roar when you put your foot down, where it doesn't actually do a lot yet. There you go, full lock it, unlock it. And then brake that bit, flick it. There we go. It's a good little car, this. Didn't quite know how it'd cope with that going quite fast. Let's try it on the sand. Probably going to be just as good because it's really light, this car. Leaky radiator now though, obviously, because, you know, I'm an idiot and I drove it into a massive sand bump. They're not quite sand dunes at that point. I don't know what the technical name is. Whether they are just called sand dunes even when they're that small, but I don't think they are. I think it's just a pile or a mound of sand. Ah. Now, that's sad. It also can't. When you've crashed this car, it looks like the Lancia. Is it the 037? Is it? I don't know. If you know, you know. And I know what it looks like. I can't remember what it's called. I can't remember which Lancia it is. There we go. Third gear did it all. Third gear's magic. Oof. I'm allergic to first gear usually. I don't know. I don't use it. I don't like first gear as a gear. It seems a bit too short. It's not quite all there. Drive it up the hill on the starter motor. Is it going to do it? No, it's just not quite got it. Trying to get it up if your clutch has gone would be very difficult. There we go. Start a motor. Very diesely noise. Oh! is back. Oh, you're back. Oh, very good. What are you actually doing today, Sam? Are you in the office of said place where you work, or are you out in the van? See if we get a response there. Maybe not. Oh, it only has 4 gears, this car. That's upsetting. I thought it had 5. I'm not gonna lie, especially for being a diesel. I've really battered that there. Oh. Oh. Oh, you're in office. Oh, good. He's here. He's still alive. Oh, yeah. No, accidents have befallen. Yeah, I think that's done, that car, if I'm honest. Right, flick it round, give it a bit more of a bat around the roads, and then I think I'm going to call it 15-minute break. I can't even get up the hill. We'll go that way. Oh, you're in the back room. Is Stephen Mulhern in today, or are you hiding? So yes, Sam works for ITV, if you didn't all know. That was just an accident that just occurred. Here we go. Slide round there. Back onto the horses. 4 in it down there. Oh, I've only got 4 gears, I keep forgetting. Wah! Wah! Back end getting a little bit loose. I've maxed out the car. Oh, he's gone. Oh, Stephen's gone. Stephen Mulhern. Tell us about ITV in the chat, Sam. He won't tell us about ITV. I hope. BBC are better anyway. They do better shows. Like Line of Duty, which they ruined, and the other one that they ruined, and yeah. There's a fly in my room. Here we go. Right, well, the steering is, well, my wheel is very bent now. Chug, 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 chug. There we go. It's all right again. There's a. It's very woozy, the steering now. I think my wheel might be getting a little bit. Well, it is very hot. If you've got one of these wheels, you'll know how they are when they're that hot. It's really upsetting that I survived the first bit then and didn't survive the second. because that was a good manoeuvre. Somebody clip that. We're not on Twitch. You can't clip it. I'll clip it later. I've hit the same bloody thing. Sandy, do you know what I wish I could do? I could download a beach buggy mod, which also had the Beetle. Imagine the Beetle, an air-cooled engine in BeamNG. That's what I'm going to request for. I'm in the sea. Oh dear. Right, and with that, I'm going to call it an evening. Well, call it a stream. I think it's been a wonderful stream. It's been long. It's been almost an hour and a half. It's been very enjoyable. Yeah, well, as I said, I'll probably play with George in a bit. There'll probably be a joint stream. We'll probably do something. If not, I'll stream again in a bit. About 15 minutes probably. So, have fun, everybody. Join back in a little while. And yeah, see you all soon. Bye.